Hello guys, welcome back to the Brute Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, I'm going to talk about a fun project that is on the Binance Smart Chain, and it's a project that I feel has a good short-term potential. And this project is called Rabbit Finance or the Rabbit Token, right? Again, as always, guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects that we cover on our channel. And for this product, I recommend you guys to go to the website rabbitfinance.io in order to learn more about this project, right? So again, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to use information presented on CoinMarketCap to explain to you guys what this project is, but please do your own research before you put any of your money on this token. So what is Rabbit Finance? Rabbit Finance is the best lending protocol allowing leveraged yield farming function on the Binance Smart Chain. So again, you have leveraging, which is its own category. You have lending, which is its own category. So what Rabbit Finance aims to do is basically allows you to yield farm using leveraged assets or using leveraged functionalities, right? And that's basically available on the Binance Smart Chain, which is basically the main benefit of this, because you don't have to pay a lot of gas fees as like on Ethereum. And once you are comfortable with Binance, once you're comfortable with Ethereum, you'll probably be already comfortable with Binance Smart Chain. So this is one other benefit, and this is released by Rabbit Finance Lab, which is less well-known name in the crypto space, but they have produced this project on the Binance Smart Chain. It supports user participating in liquidity farming through over lending plus leverage to get more revenue. So again, the key points to underline is that you basically have the opportunity to participate in liquidity farming by over lending, by over lending your assets along with leveraging to get more revenue. So you can earn liquidity rewards, which are again pretty lucrative for a platform that focuses on lending and borrowing. And in this platform, you can try to basically earn over lending rewards by over lending your tokens. And apart from that, you can also earn additional revenue by participating in their leveraging platform. So we'll kind of have a look at the DApp itself and see how it looks like and how it will all work through. When the user has very limited funds but wants to participate in DeFi liquidity farming, Rabbit Finance can provide up to 10x leverage to help users obtain the maximum revenue per unit time. At the same time, provides a borrowing pool for users who prefer stable returns to earn profits. So now we are going into a little bit more detail about how this project works. So when you want to earn leverage, you can get up to 10x the leverage that you can basically avail, and it helps users to obtain the maximum revenue per unit time. So by getting 10x leverage, you are basically increasing your opportunity to earn the highest rewards while also participating in the DeFi liquidity farming, right? So that's the benefit of this, and at the same time provides a borrowing pool for users who prefer stable returns to earn profits. So while you are leveraging, it is also providing an opportunity for other people to borrow funds from you when you kind of deposit your tokens and you take a 10x leverage. You are earning rewards, and by depositing and over lending your tokens, you are providing opportunities for others to earn revenue as well by borrowing funds from the pool in which you've deposited. So it's a win-win situation both for you, where you can take leverages, and by taking over leverage opportunities, which is also very risky by the way, you are increasing your reward. So by taking a 10x leverage, which I'm not recommending anyone to take, but if you do end up taking it after doing your own research, obviously you do have an opportunity to earn higher yields because of the protocol that's allowing it, right? But at the same time, in order to take your leverage, you need to over lend or over collateralize your leverage. And while you're doing that, you're providing an opportunity for other people to borrow your fund, and they can also earn rewards for borrowing. along with being able to sustain the ecosystem through a borrowing and lending kind of phenomenon. So again, although this may all sound simple, it's actually quite risky if you think about it, and that's something that I want everyone to assess their risk level, because leveraging itself is a very kind of like a tricky subject, because even experienced traders tend to lose a lot of money. So if you are planning to use this platform, I recommend you guys to practice with a small sum of money and then get comfortable with it, see how the rewards are. And again, I believe you will be rewarded not only on their native token, which is the Rabbit token, but you also get in-kind rewards from the tokens that you're depositing, right? Let's say, for example, you deposit BTCB, which is the Binance BEP20 version of Bitcoin. You basically earn Rabbit tokens as well as a small APY in Bitcoin itself, right? So that's how it works. But the risk is you end up liquidating your Bitcoin if you do that, right? So basically, when you're trying to participate in this, just use a small amount of cash, like a play money that you're comfortable using. Since Rabbit itself is an extremely volatile asset, which you'll see pretty soon, you can basically gauge whether this is worth for you or not, or if you feel like it's not worth it, you can just buy and hold Rabbit tokens, or you can earn it free. And I'll mention the method by which you can earn this free by a Binance Smart Chain dApp that you guys are already familiar with, and I'll mention the method by the end of this video. But you can earn this token passively as well, in order to get exposure to this, right? If you like this project in the first place. So that's basically how the project works. So Rabbit Finance is invested by 11 top-tier capitals and fund of exchanges led by FBG Capital, Horizon Capital, Pcoin Lab, Redline Capital, Angle One Capital, LB Bank, and BKEX Capital, HBTC Labs, Hot Labs, Do Capital, and Buybox. Again, a couple of well-known as well as less well-known companies, crypto exchanges, or even banks have kind of invested, not banks, venture capitals, right? So all of these have invested in this project. So it's not necessarily a project that a lot of people will understand because of the leveraging component. But since a lot of venture capitalists as well as crypto companies have invested in this project, there is some form of validity to this project, which makes this something that interests me for a short-term gain. But depending on your risk tolerance and whether you are even interested in this project in the first place, you can choose to whether you can choose whether you want to buy this token or just earn this passively, for which I'll explain it by the end of the video, right? So that's basically what Rabbit Finance is. It's a platform that allows you to yield farm and perform leveraging at the same time within one platform, right? So it's a combination of DYDX as well as Aave or Compound in one single platform. So now let's go to the rabbitfinance.io's website. So when you go to rabbitfinance.io, you clearly see their dApp right away. There's no actual kind of like functional website that explains you what this project is. They right away go into the dApp, which is still fine, but you can clearly see that there are several different pools here. You have the BNB pool, for which you can provide you can provide BNB. You can get a lending APR of 2.69%. Again, please bear in mind that this is APR, which means the compounding effect on a monthly or bi-weekly or whatever basis is not included in this calculation. So APR is lower than APY. APY is something that includes compounding effect as well, right? So just bear that in mind. You get an APR of 2.69% on the BNB tokens, and you also get a staking APR of 9.95%, and the total APR is about 12.6 to 13.47% per annum, and you get a utilization of 51.94% utilization. You have the total deposits of 132,000 BNB tokens, and 68.6 thousand BNB tokens have been borrowed so far. So they give you these information as well. So when you borrow BNB, you can basically kind of like you'll be taking from this pool, and by lending or by depositing BNB in this pool, you're basically providing liquidity for which you can earn rewards, right? So when you go down, you have BUSD, which provides a total APR of 17.04%, which is also pretty good. If you go below, you get USDT, which is about 17.3% again, and BTCB you get 5.87% APR, not really bad for Binance Bitcoin. For Binance ETH, you get 4.46% APR, sorry APY, and for Rabbit itself, the Rabbit token, you get only 3.27%, which is kind of like a letdown. Usually you see the native token being having the highest APYs, but in this platform it seems to be the opposite. But again, this 3.27% you'll be earning passively, right, in the form of Rabbit tokens. But at the same time, you can easily get Rabbit tokens, a hold of Rabbit tokens for free by using the technique that I'll be mentioning at the end of this video. But once you do that, you can deposit your Rabbit tokens here and then earn an additional 3.27% APY, right? So you have MDEX, which is also another popular kind of like Binance Smart Chain and Huobi Eco Chain based decentralized exchange, which has its own native token, MDX token, which we also covered in our channel. So if you guys want to hear my review on that, check that video out. But if you deposit MDX tokens, you get 125.3% APY. Again, you get a small portion of that paid out to you in Rabbit tokens, so you might want to look into that. If you have Cake, you get 100.57% APY. If you have Chainlink, you have 8.75% APY. Venus token or the XVS token, you get 12.81. Polkadot, if you have Binance Smart Chain version of Polkadot tokens, you can earn 3.04%. And you also have Uniswap 6.55, Litecoin 6.3%, Filecoin 4.84%, ADA, Cardano 1.58%, and so on and so forth. So firstly, right off the bat, you can clearly see that there's a lot more varieties on this platform compared to several other Binance Smart Chain projects. And you can also see by the end of the DApp at the bottom of the page, you can clearly see that they're audited by Peak Shield, Certic, and ChainScale. So 3 independent audits performed, and all of them seems to suggest this project is quite secure. There's no rug pull. It's also invested by 11 crypto companies and venture capitals. So there are a lot of positive things to look into, and it is kind of like a typical DeFi DApp where you deposit your tokens, you can borrow, and you can also leverage as well, right? So again, that's basically what this platform is. Nothing really special or exciting. It's just another DeFi DApp, but this one has a little bit of uniqueness where you can take leverage on any of the deposited tokens. And if you go to the top right corner, you can clearly see they have a vault section. You can stake your tokens by clicking on the stake button, where you can provide liquidity for Rabbit BUSD on MDEX and deposit it here in order to earn some APY or APR. You can do that for IBNB, which is, I think, the borrowed, or if you take leverage, I think this is basically the token that represents the leveraged BNB or borrowed BNB. I'm not really sure about that, but you get 9.88% just by depositing IBBNB. You have IBBUSD, IBUSDT, BTCB, and so on and so forth. This whole list is here. You can earn additional rewards by staking your I tokens. You can farm. You have all these farms that you can easily see. These are leveraged farms. There are non-leveraged and leveraged farms, so you can look into that. It's pretty straightforward. You can also look at liquidations, boardroom. You have Carrot, which is a section where you can kind of like mint Carrot tokens based on I think it's a rebasing or elastic stable coin, which is also part of the ecosystem. So that's that, which again is even more riskier. So you have to obviously do a lot more research before you venture into that section. And you have the Garden, which I believe is just like PancakeSwap's initial farm offering, but as of now you don't really have any kind of like IFOs happening on Garden right now. So again, it's pretty much similar in layout to PancakeSwap, but it has features similar to Aave or Compound Finance and DYDX. and you can earn some really good yields with a lot more variety of tokens that you can deposit and participate in, right? So that's that. So let's go to the coin market cap page for Rabbit. So Rabbit Finance is currently 2,722nd by market cap on coin market cap, and is currently trading at 30 cents per token with a 16.24% decrease in the past 24 hours, which means this token is, again, probably it pumped and it's now dumping. It's in the dumping phase, but that doesn't mean that this token may not pump again. So that's one of the reasons why I'm bringing this project to you guys. If you guys choose to invest in these projects, this is the right time to invest as this token is going down. You can probably dollar cost average in, or even buy a decent stack, or even earn this token for free at this price point, and then once it goes up, you can sell it and make a quick buck, right? So that's you can do it multiple ways. The market cap information is not necessarily available on CoinMarketCap, but if you go to CoinGecko, it shows that this token is probably somewhere between 17 to 18 million dollars in market cap by the time I'm making this video. It could go lower because the token is kind of in the dumping phase. I think the token can probably go below the $16 million market cap, and I think depending on how many people start looking at this token as a good buy opportunity, the token may drop even further, right? So again, that's something that you need to bear in mind. The max supply of this token is 203 million tokens. So again, this token does have a max supply. It's a very weird number. So 203 million, I don't know why they didn't just stick with 200 million or 210 million or any whole number. They just went with some random 203 million tokens, which is fine. But again, the token number is slightly higher than what I would usually expect from the token. I expect 100 million tokens or less, so to give that scarcity. But 203 million is not really bad compared to several projects that have billions and billions of tokens, right? But if you see, the circulating supply information is also not really available. I would suggest you guys to go to CoinGecko for that. I think the circulating supply is somewhere between 10 to 15 percent of the max supply is in circulation, and at the same time, you need to understand that this is a token that can be staked. So people who stake their tokens are not necessarily included in the circulating supply. So you need to be extremely cautious about that. Having circulating supply less than 10% would be a potential concern, because you can have price lumping because of a majority of the token could easily be dumped once the staking rewards are provided to the users, and that's going to even more slump this token and make this even go lower, right? So that's something that you need to be very careful looking into, right? If you go to the charts, you can clearly see that this token has made some significant gains early this year, or in fact even during mid this year. But if you see, the initial price point of this token is available since the 1st of June this year, and it was trading at 11 cents per token. It was pretty much flat till at the end of June, when the token went from 18 cents to relative highs of about 52 cents, and then crashing back down to 20 cents again. And then it kind of did the same thing immediately after a few days, but crashed back down to a price point of about 28 cents. But after this, the token started rallying from 28 cents end of June to $2.61, an all-time highs during July 9th of 2021, before crashing extremely hard to a price point of 26 or 24 cents per token. And then since then, the token had been moving sideways, occasionally making some huge peaks parabolically, and then breaking down again, crashing with so much violence, right? So now the token is seemingly going downwards. So you can clearly see that this token is like an oscillator, right? It kind of pumps up, crashes back down, and then goes back up. So you have these notable patterns with one huge parabolic peak happening early July. So I feel like, based on the pattern, I'm clearly seeing a very decent trend of a bounce, and this is exactly what you would need for a short-term token. So if you're planning to invest or trade in a short-term token, these are all things that you can take advantage of to make some really good profit, right? So again, if you see, the token recently had a relative high point of about over 61 cents, but now it's half of that price point, like 30 cents. So you can clearly see that this token is in the downward trajectory. So as you do your research and feel comfortable on whether you want to invest in this token or not, you can clearly see this token price going further lower and lower, and I feel like this token can break below the 28 cents easily, and then maybe remain somewhere between 25 to 27 cents. But that will also be a really good buy opportunity. But if you choose to buy this token right now, you're still pretty much buying it at 50% from the 60 cents mark, right? So, which was a recent high period in the month of August. So I feel like this token has some more room to go below the 28 or 29 cent range, and once it goes there, you can probably start dollar cost averaging in if you want to buy this token, or if you want to buy it right away. This is also a good opportunity to buy, right? Again, not financial advice, just my opinion. So if you go to the Bitcoin comparative, on the other hand, you can clearly see that the Bitcoin comparative is an overlay on the dollar comparative. The token was initially priced at 2,700 satoshis June 1st. It was pretty much flat until kind of like a huge peak from around 2,100 satoshis and reaching a relative all-time highs at the time of about 15,000 satoshis, I believe, and then it crashed back down, reached 6,900 satoshis before making monstrous all-time highs of about 80,000 satoshis per token before crashing back down to 8,200 and then going back up and down. And then since I think since the end of June or mid of June, the token price has been flat, and recently during mid second week of August, I think this token pumped from 6,100 satoshis to about 8,600 satoshis and then crashed back down. Now the current token price is 6,400 satoshis. I think this token can go below the 6,000 satoshi mark, right, which will be a good opportunity to buy. But if you are looking to buy this token, I think the dollar comparative would be the best opportunity to buy, because on the Binance Smart Chain, you pretty much don't have a lot of liquidity between BTCB and other tokens, right? So I think if you're buying this from the Binance Smart Chain, you can basically buy it with USDT or BUSD with the dollar comparative. But if you're buying it with BTCB, you may want to look into centralized options. But if you see in Bitcoin comparative, this token made a monstrous gain, and you would have probably had a chance to accumulate a lot of satoshis or bitcoins if you had invested at the right time. So this is a really good token to trade, and it's a very trader friendly token which leaves very specific patterns of up and down, which can be easily taken to everyone's advantage to make some really quick buck, right? Again, that's just my personal opinion, not financial advice. If you go to the market, obviously you can buy it from pretty much any form of exchange on Binance Smart Chain. Again, by any exchange, I mean you can pretty much buy it from PancakeSwap, but at the same time you can also buy it from 1inch, although that is not available here in this list. If you go to CoinGecko, you will have a full list of exchanges that you can get this token from, but CoinMarketCap only seems to have 4 exchanges. 2 of them are decentralized and 2 of them are centralized. I think you can get it from PancakeSwap and MDEX, but if you want to buy it from 1inch, I believe you can also get it from 1inch on the Binance Smart Chain. But if you want to buy it with BUSD, MDEX is the best place for you. I think the liquidity is quite large in MDEX, and it's also a good opportunity to use that exchange, and it's also a really popular exchange on the Huobi eco chain as well, right? So again, you guys can look into that. But overall, PancakeSwap is the best place to buy this token with Wrapped BNB. Speaking about PancakeSwap, I mentioned that you can earn this token passively through a method, and I was talking about PancakeSwap. If you go to PancakeSwap syrup pool and you have some spare cake tokens that you want to invest in, you can use your cake tokens in the syrup pool under the under the rabbit syrup pool and earn rabbit tokens at an APY of 65 to 75%, somewhere around that range. And I think this is one of the older pools, so you may only have a limited period of time before which you'll run out of free options to earn rabbit. So if you want to take use of that, make sure that you lock your rabbit tokens on the syrup pool for rabbit on PancakeSwap and earn some passive tokens while you're doing your own research, right? And if you earn sufficient amount of rabbit tokens, you can stake it on their own platform and earn even more passive income in the form of rabbit tokens at 3 to 4% APY. So again, In my personal opinion, I think this token is a really good trader token or trader friendly token. If you want to make some short term gains, this token, you just need to follow the pattern this token had been making since the beginning of this year. You can clearly see that this has pretty straight peaks and pretty straight dumps, which means if you are buying it at the bottom, you need to be wary. When it goes up, you need to sell it and then repeat the process to make consistent short-term gains, right? I'm not saying that this is going to work every single time, but since this token is still in the early phase, I think the market cap is somewhere between 16 to 18 million dollars in market cap. You can still take advantage of the volatility if you want to make some quick gains, right? So I'm personally staking some cake tokens to earn this token passively, and once this token goes up, I'll probably sell half of my stash and then hodl on to the rest of the half, maybe even stake it to earn some more rabbit tokens. Still, the market cap kind of hits somewhere between 50 to 75 million dollars in market cap, and then I'll come out of this project altogether, right? I don't see this project as a long-term investment. I think this is just a typical DeFi DApp. But if you guys feel like this is a long-term investment, by all means do what you have to do, right? Again, remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.